many interceptions, that's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football, and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Fields hit and the ball is loose.
And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust, because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead is knocked harmlessly to the turf.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
And some room to maneuver. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. These two teams all tied after one. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears weren't realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Yeah, and that throw, my goodness, and even 70 yards through the air.
And this will be caught. They get the 2, and they double them up now at 16-8. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call it a drive of success. He had some things to build last one.
They go play action now. Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Montgomery. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Fields trying to throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Jackson steps away to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so you don't get it.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Chicago. Cole Kmet 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bears are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Well, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. I think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick 6 really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
After the interception, here's Jackson. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Pick 6 last drive. Here's Fields again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Play action, Fields. And firing a deep ball for Kmet. And unable to connect, incomplete. Again, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. They snap it to Fields. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. The 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Chase Claypool with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
On 2nd and 10, Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Now it's Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And the Ravens going to use one of the timeouts. As the clock is stopped with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Kyler Gordon picks picks it off. And the Bears are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown. Darnell Mooney as the first half is winding down. And the Bears will extend their lead here just before halftime. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. A fairly short kick from the 14.
Any return to get you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. From just inside the 20, a short kick.
James Crochet on the return. The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They look up at the scoreboard, facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit, as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Matthew Adams. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Off play action, Fields. And firing a deep ball for Kmet. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
But these are the situations that really test a defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And my goodness, another interception. Kyle Hamilton picks it. 20, 10, 5, and he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. And now the Ravens calling the offense onto the field here as they're going to go for 2. They'll look to throw, and they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks?
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. There's some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now a give running left with Montgomery. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
They're certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up.
He's going to look deep down the field. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Bears! Darnell Mooney with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Matt Eberflus going to keep his offense on the field. They're going for 2.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
This is taken just shy of the 10.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake, here's Jackson.
He finds Bateman over the middle.
Room here to run. There he goes, right side. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Rashad Bateman,
62 yards.
And the Ravens are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Play action. It's Fields.
They're firing a deep ball for Kmet. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, trying to target him again. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens will take over here at their own 14-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very...
Taking it right down Broadway. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
He goes 86 yards there on the touchdown run. And the Ravens have got it back to within a score.
So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic, a lot of fun to watch.
Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Throwing again on second down. Fields out to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And he has his tight end. That's Wesco. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On first down, Fields. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Fields throw there, hauled in by Claypool. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 45-yard line. From the gun, here's Fields. Man open, here is Jones. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Scans his options and locates Claypool along the sideline. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion. Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Back to throw, Fields. And he's got his man on the out route. Touchdown! Byron Pringle from 4 yards out. And the Bears go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And up 2 scores late. No clue why you do this here, but they're going to go for the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The Ravens on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. Play action. It's Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best. But these guys have been a little bit better, Charles. And a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on third down, Fields. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got him in, complete. The 20. Touchdown Bears. Byron Pringle. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bears have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. The Bears now will again go for 2. Fields trying to throw for it. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted ruins, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it.
But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Here's Jackson. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can.
He's got him in, complete, touchdown. Darnell Mooney, 75 yards. And the Bears use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same.
And now the rookie's free. 20, 10, 5. A big play there on the catch and run. 76 yards. What a luxury to have a tight end that can run a post route like that.
It's a luxury for the offense. It's an extreme luxury for the quarterback. Always has a...
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Lamar Jackson scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Ravens are able to cut into that deficit. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion. And now we're back to a one-score game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do you do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try to bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. He's going to air one out. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He's going to wind up and air it out. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are right back in this football game.
So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And that is incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
go. It's Jackson on 4th down. That's caught inside the 20. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Devin Duvernay from 17 yards out. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for...
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker, and the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet. Your defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And again, back to Kmet. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Fields. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he's been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Going up top. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown puts him up 7. But now's when the fun begins, partner, because if you go ahead and kick the extra point, it's still a one-possession game. Go for 2, you might put it out of reach.
Yeah, a little decision to be made. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now the point after try for Santos. And the kick is no good, but there are flags behind the line. He's going to get bailed out. I think this is going to be a roughing call.
So the roughing call there on the extra point is going to give him another shot.
Pretty good sell job there, too. I think it was the right call, but a little embellishment never hurts.
Santos with the extra point, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now Jackson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the Bears have just about sewn up this football game. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
And if I'm not the king, then I'm making doves cry. I'm stepping on the scene like I never did reply. I ain't gotta justify, I'm cool. Tear down.
Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line. Do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylers go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. Montrell Washington on the return from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him a... as he's tackled at the 20. First play, and Wilson wants to throw it. That's complete to the tight end, Saubert. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Open man, he completes it to Judy. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Play action. Now Wilson. On the move to his left. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. A first carry now for Chase Edmonds. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They go play action with Wilson. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Play action, it's Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The great pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock it another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. This one complete to the running back, Chase Edmonds. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have a Broncos first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on 4th down. Again, Wilson. Into the hands of Patrick, left side. Touchdown, Broncos. Tim Patrick, 33 yards. And the Broncos are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Wilson going to throw for it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, they had that great, long, methodical drive to put it in the end zone. Then they tried to bite off a little more and get 8 points. Instead, they're sitting at 6.
But didn't that feel like a decision that they made on Tuesday.
Yeah. Well, you usually say that's what they do, right?
Right. That's the best one. The best ones do that. They take the emotion out of it. That felt like that was scripted. Hey, if we score in the opening drive, we're going to go for 2 and try and really gain an advantage.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. 30, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield.
Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2.
Mahomes will throw for it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Kareem Jackson. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as head play backfires in a big way.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the side.
A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
Right back to him on 1st down. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Butker's kick here is good. And they're going to take the lead here as it's now 9-8.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, that's the first thing a coach tells his defense. Don't let them score like this. You got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you got no shot then.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs will take over here just shy of the 30.
Partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
From the 10. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this one's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Mahomes to throw once more. And his throw here is incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
It's Kelsey on the ground. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Mahomes takes it himself, and he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Mahomes now to throw. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Broncos are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Now he exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
It'll be Edmonds to begin the drive. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And out across midfield down to the 45. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. There's Wilson to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. From midfield now, here's Wilson.
That's caught left side by Judy. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
They need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
4th down. Here's Wilson. That's to his running back, complete. He cannot wiggle free. They stopped him at the line on 4th down. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now McKinnon to start the drive. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Complete, the tight end Kelsey.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On first down, Mahomes. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Josie Jewell. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there.
Next drive. After the interception, here's Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. 3 first-half interceptions now. And, Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there at 22.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to ball his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Chiefs strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And that is caught for the 2 points. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it, because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Wilson. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Willie Gay getting in there and picking up the sack. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the Broncos are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Play action. It's Wilson. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, they matched their opponent's pick 6 from earlier. Those are some